Alright guys, so as you saw in the last video, I put the front upper splitters onto the car. So that's kind of how they look. Obviously Yogi has to come and see what I'm doing every time I'm filming, so anyway, yeah, so this is how they look. I thought when I installed them that maybe I wouldn't like them, but it turned out, you know, a lot of people gave me compliments and friends and family thought it looked good, so I decided to keep it, mainly because it looks like a menace. And something new that I did put on was the rocker panel films, which is just, as you can see, above the side skirts in carbon, and they look pretty cool as well. And it's got the new 2018 or 2017 M Performance logo, as you can see. So yeah, that looks pretty good. That's kind of a side profile of that. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. And oh my god, look at this guy sitting in the grass. So I just got these ordered in through my BMW agency, and this is the ALCANTARA and carbon fiber handbrake. So I mean, I kind of thought I wouldn't do anything on the interior, but you know, when you start finishing everything on the exterior, you kind of want to do the interior stuff after, and I like doing it one by one because you get to kind of enjoy it a little bit more. And I don't know if you can see, but I got my Iron Man air freshener. So anyway, let's kind of go inside. I need to get the keys, obviously. Let's open this up. Okay, so this is the inside at the moment. As you can see, we've got the carbon over there and carbon over there, and this is kind of just standard leather. It's just leather in here. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, it's fairly easy to kind of install them. I was going to take it to the agency to do it, but it's just kind of clip-ons, and the whole thing is one set. So I guess the only thing I have to do is remove the bottom part over there and then kind of slide this handbrake part off. So let's kind of like get to that point, and then we'll kind of like move from there. Right, so this part's fairly easy. It's just kind of the bottom part. Obviously then you kind of have to slide this across, but I mean, the easiest way to remove this bottom part of the handbrake is you go from the bottom part here, not from the top. I tried to remove from here and it was just kind of impossible. I even tried with a knife to go in, which I suggest no one does because you'll probably damage your car. But you can kind of just clip over here and pull. You can use that with your hand, and actually that was very easy, and the rest kind of just pop up. And as you can see, all that's exposed is the part surrounding this. So now, how the hell am I going to remove this? I'm going to try and do that and then come back to you guys. Right guys, so you just literally, once this bottom part's up, you have to pull extremely hard from here, which I did, and kind of elbowed my steering wheel, but nothing's damaged, so I'm happy with that. And this just comes up, and that's basically the exposed handbrake. And this is the standard boring leather BMW kind of leather piece. And yeah, it's obviously it's good to just keep that in case something ever happens. And just to show you guys the difference between the two, this is ALCANTARA with the stitching, which is very nice, and carbon fiber here, nicely done, and ordered straight from my agency here in Dubai on Sheikh Zayed Road, and it took about 10 days, so it was like fast shipping. And yeah, so it's very nice actually. Let's kind of like put it in and we can just see. I'm going to do this one-handed. So this slides all the way in, and you've got this to put in after, and you kind of just slide these in. I'm just gonna... Alright guys, so I kind of had to do that off camera with two hands because it was a little bit difficult. When you're putting this part on, put the top parts inside first, which has the teeth underneath, as you can see on the old one. the small teeth at the back. So once you slide this in, don't worry about it sticking up. You can kind of like put it in down after. Put this back part in first, and then you can kind of bend the front part in, and that will just push down, so then it kind of like gives you a seamless kind of look. And obviously while you're doing this, you can open up the side handrest just so you have more room. And yeah, just so you guys can see. And at the end, obviously, just make sure everything is pushed down on the edges, and you can pull this all the way down, which I did here. And this is exposed then, and that's kind of how the handrest will look now. As you can see, it looks fucking nice. Excuse my language. As you can see, basically it's the Alcantara with the nice stitching, the carbon fiber. It feels bloody nice, and obviously in an M4 you're going to be using a handbrake a lot, especially when you're kind of in traffic or at the traffic light, and you know, it just kind of like looks very nice. And yeah, it looks, I'm very happy actually with that. And this is with the armrest down, and it feels nice as well. You have a nice cool kind of Alcantara grip below it, and the carbon feels nice on the top. A lot of people don't like these silver parts here, but at least it kind of stands out a little bit, while this is just kind of leather. And now I've got a nice kind of looking handbrake here. Just to go outside and show you guys the rest of the car before I go. Carbon fiber wing mirrors, the side sills, and the kind of like sill film on the side with the M Performance logo there, which is the new one. Carbon fiber front lip, upper splitters, blacked out grills. Again, as you can see, the M Performance is there. You guys can see that. I think they're on the new M5, which they showed at the Geneva. And as you can see, obviously the M4 logo, the carbon fiber thing, carbon fiber spoiler should I say, AC Schnitzer logo at the back, AC Schnitzer exhaust systems, as you can see the logo there. And just to finally give you one last sneak peek, the nicely done handbrake system there. So anyway guys, I'll let you know when the next kind of mod comes in. It could be the silver parts here. They're quite expensive. I mean, this part here was around how much was this? Maybe around it was around 1,000 dirhams from BMW. These parts here are very expensive, so I'm gonna have to decide whether I do that or not. But yeah, that's kind of the car so far, and let's see you on for the next one. Cheers.